Okay, I'm Mike Daniels, and I'm here to show you a foot that is trimmed for barefooting. And the main difference between barefooting and shoeing would be we never take any of this sole. Number one job of barefooting is to build callus sole. Okay, virgin sole becomes packed into a condensed version. So let's say a really good barefoot horse has taken 1 inch of virgin sole and packed it into a 1/4 inch of condensed sole. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get them to build their own shoe here. And the wall is really not that important. We don't want more than an 1/8 inch of wall around that sole, because otherwise it'll break off. And then another, just to explain that when you shoe, they usually rasp some of this sole off so that they can make it flat for a shoe. Barefooting, we don't do that. Another thing about shoeing, they rasp the wall flat for the shoe. A barefooter will not do that. They'll put a 45-degree angle on the sides, 45-degree angle sides, and a 60-degree angle on the front. Alright? And the main thing we want to do with walls is we don't want them to break off. And we don't want a flaring action to happen. Or if there is flares, we want to get rid of them. Flaring is when that wall is just starting to break loose from the lamina because it was allowed to grow too long. Alright? And so the barefooter never wants this wall to get very long. In a wild horse situation, the wall is actually at the same level as this sole. It almost looks like it's one. If you were to take your hand and rub across this, the sole and the wall, you would hardly feel the difference. Okay, that's how well they're connected and blended together. So that kind of gives you a basic idea. Oh, another thing to explain, this is usually a little lower at the quarters. So we're not completely flat this way. We're a little bit higher at the toe and the heels. And this kind of gives us a cupped look. Looking at it from the side, from here, it'll give you a cupped look. And also, as the horse has been able to develop a really good barefoot and build his own shoe, you can imagine that he can hold water in here. Like, say, up to a 1/2 inch, some horses even a 3/4 inch of water. And that shows you that they've been able to build their own shoe with condensed sole and well-attached wall. So that'd be the best way to summarize this. A barefoot horse has developed a very calloused condensed sole with a well-attached wall and no flaring. And then we'll have a horse that can handle any territory.